Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rukakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much peace and love to Allah Akim pushing this truth and sincerity. This is the brother Lahafiyad, and I'm in Proverbs 5. All right, so Proverbs 5:1. My son, attend unto my wisdom, and bow thine ear to my understanding. All right, and the wisdom is the understanding of the scriptures, man, the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, and we're supposed to be obedient unto it. Verse 2, that thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge. All right, and taking the heed of the scriptures, it'll be like your compass. It'll Yahweh Shem Yahweh shall guide your steps the whole way. All right, verse 3, for the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. All right, and that strange woman, it represents philosophies, man, a different way other than the one that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has given the nation of Israel. All right, because to take heed of these different philosophies is to, basically grabbing hold of death. It's not going to be to any benefit to any Israelite. All right, and this is exactly where we're at right now with the nation of Israel, especially the women. All right, and wherever the Israelite woman goes, the Israelite man follows. All right, and these women in today's society, they're basically witches. All right, they take hold of all these different understandings and philosophies of the world, and never take heed of what's written in the scriptures. Never want to be obedient to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And it's nothing new. This has been going on ever since the time of Adam in Genesis 3. All right. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which Yahweh power had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath the Most High said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. All right, and the serpent wasn't an actual serpent. It wasn't a snake. It was a human being who had a foul spirit, a wicked spirit. All right. Verse 2, and the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High has said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. All right, and the fruit, that's just a metaphor for philosophies. All right, Adam and Eve, they were supposed to stick to the ways that the Most High had given them. All right, and not take heed of the ways of the different peoples around them. All right, verse 4, and the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die, for the Most High doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. All right, and this is exactly what gets these women today, because what they try to achieve when following these different philosophies is to, make themselves like level up. They want to make themselves better than what they were. And that's the reason why they take hold of all these different philosophies, not understanding that at the end of the day, they're going to have to pay. All right, for taking hold of something they're not supposed to take hold of, man. Verse 5, for God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. See? And this is a stronghold that the devil uses against the Israelite man. All right, the Israelite woman. This is how a lot of us go off. I know in the past I've gone off because of the mother of my kids. You know, and one of the reasons what we don't understand, what the world doesn't understand, is that if you catch yourself, if you find yourself following these philosophies, you know, to try to make your life better, you know, Yahweh Shem Yahushua will deceive you. All right, he will cause you to gain, you know, when serving these idols and these different philosophies, and it's just to deceive you. And you're there thinking that, hey, my life is getting better. Ever since I started doing this, my life is getting better. You know, I'm getting what I want. I'm happier. But at the end of the day, you know, you're spiritually dead. You're profiting in the flesh, but in the spirit, you're dead. And our people don't understand this, man. Jeremiah, I just want to get this one account in Jeremiah 44:17. See, so this right here is going into the account of when the Israelites were basically worshiping the Queen of Heaven, and how, here, I want to read it. Jeremiah 44:17. But we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth, to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven, and to pour our drink offerings unto her, as we have done, we and our fathers, our kings and our princes, in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. For then we had plenty of victuals, and were well, and saw no evil. You see, this right here is proof that, you know, sometimes you'll see a benefit in the flesh when going after these different philosophies and serving these idols, these false idols. And at the end of the day, like I said before, it's Yahweh Shem Yahushua that's authorized for you to be deceived. All right, but within the scriptures, you'll find the true understanding. You'll find the true way. You know, because just like it tells you in Ecclesiasticus 19:19, the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life, and they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. See, we're supposed to look to the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to guide us. You know, one thing that they've done in this society is that they've separated the state from religion. You know, and when it comes to us Israelites, you know, the scriptures is the way you're supposed to see life politically. You know, in every aspect of life, you're supposed to filter it through the scriptures. But in this society, they've separated. You know, they've made you to believe that you can choose to live a life that has nothing to do with the scriptures or with spirituality, and that's not the case. That's simply not the case. Because Yahweh Shem Yahushua chose the nation of Israel to give his ways to. Where am I going? Like it tells you in Psalms 147. 19 and 20. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh. You see, and this right here is this is special, man. He's chosen us out of all the nations of the earth, and chose to deal with us in a way in which he's not dealing with anybody else. And we're supposed to uphold, you know, our end of the covenant, of the agreement that we've entered into with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. No, it's not going to be easy, especially living in this society. It's never going to be easy in this society, because everything about this society is antichrist, is anti Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know, to try to uphold, you know, the law, statutes, and commandments. You know, you're demonized. You're looked down upon. You know, everybody starts to look at you as if all you can bring, the only thing you can offer is negativity, because people of the world just want to subscribe to the philosophies of the world, man. And the main one that's in the world is the main philosophy that reigns within this society is do as thou wilt. You know, whatever makes you happy. Whatever makes you happy. You know, and of course, man, like it's a little understandable, you know, for people that just want to be comfortable all the time and just do whatever comes easy. It makes sense. But at the end of the day, you know, if Yahweh Shem Yahushua is dealing with you, he opens your eyes up, gives you understanding, and you realize, you know, hey, there's now that my eyes are open, there's things that I can't do. You know, just like the elder Yashawamba said, you know, we have a standard, and now we have to be responsible to keep that standard. You know, it's just going to be extremely difficult to do that here in this society, but you know, that's what praying is for. That's what reading is for. You know? So, man, just at the end of the day, going back to Proverbs 5:1. Okay, my son, attend unto my wisdom and bow thine ear to my understanding, that thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge. For the lips of a strange woman, okay, all these different philosophies, okay, a different way of living other than the one that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has given to the nation of Israel, all right? For the strange woman drop as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. All right, so at first everything's going to seem all right. Okay, everything's going to seem fine. But her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. You see that? At the end of the day, you know, all that gain in the flesh, everything that benefited you in the flesh is going to end up betraying you. These philosophies are going to end up betraying you. You know, because within this walk, the Most High is building us up to be able to weather what's coming. You know, but these philosophies, the way of the world, the only thing it teaches is for you to be comfortable, for you to be at ease. You know, the world thinks that if something is difficult or brings tribulation, that it's not of God. You know, if it's of God, it's just going to be nothing but straight blessings, nothing but smooth sailing. But that's just not the case, man. See, Zechariah 13 and let me see. And it shall come to pass, Zechariah 13:8, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. You see, 2/3 of the nation of Israel is going to receive damnation, man. They're destined to receive damnation, except for the 1/3. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh is my power. You see, but the point that I'm trying to get is when it tells you that, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined. What do you think that process feels like, man? That's not smooth sailing. You're not going to be at ease. See, when Yahweh Shem Shai tries you, you know, it's going to be extremely uncomfortable. And we're actually getting ready for what's to come, man. Because how do you think, you know, all you're going to feel when your whole life you've been nothing but comfortable? You haven't been taking heed to any of the warnings that the prophets have been, you know, letting you guys know week in and week out. You know, all you ever did was feed your flesh, live in comfort, live at ease. And then when Jacob's trouble comes and like the shit hits the fan, you know, what are you going to do in that day? You never took heed. You never got ready. And this is what Yahweh Shem Yahushua is doing now, man. He's building up his men, trying them. You know, they're catching hell. You know? And so when that day comes, they'll be way better off than people of the world, man. Than you 2/3. And you know, Lord willing, I have a covering in that day. Lord willing, we all have a covering in the day, the sincere brethren. You know? So, Lord willing, this was edifying. Call halal Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Shalom.